Hello students, welcome back to St. Austin's YouTube channel. My name is Ayushi and this is your online mathematics class. We were doing chapter number 14 statistics. We have completed exercise 14.1. Exercise 14.1 was based on calculation of mean of group data. We have discussed three methods for calculation of the mean. The first method was the direct method, then we did assumed mean method, and ultimately we did the step deviation method also. Today we will be doing exercise 14.2. Exercise 14.2 is based on calculation of mode of grouped data. See, when we have ungrouped data, so we can easily calculate the value of mode. Okay, the particular data value which gets repeated the maximum number of times is known as the mode of that ungrouped data. But whenever we have a grouped data, we cannot just look at the table and say which value is maximum. So we cannot find out the actual mode just simply by observation. So we have to apply a formula. The formula for that is given by mode is equals to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2, and this whole value is to be multiplied with H. What are these values? L is the lower limit of modal class. Then F1 is the frequency of modal class. F0 is the preceding frequency. And F2 is the succeeding frequency. And last, H. H is the class size. What do you mean by class size? Class size means the size of this particular interval. Whatever the class mark we have, the size of that interval is known as the class size. Alright. Now see, modal class. If you can see here, I have written modal class. What is the modal class? Let's consider this with an example. We have question number 1 from exercise 14.2. This is the table given to us in the question. The question says that the following table shows the ages of patients admitted in a hospital during a year. So these are the ages of the patients and the number of patients corresponding to these ages have been admitted within a year. This means 6 patients between the ages 5 to 15 have been admitted, 11 between the ages of 15 to 25, 21 patients of ages between 25 to 35 have been admitted, and 23 between the ages of 35 to 45. Similarly, 14 patients of 45 to 55 years have been admitted, and 5 patients of age between 55 to 65 has been admitted in the hospital during the year, right? And now we have to find the mode of this data, and the question is also telling us to find the mean of this data. So we have to find the mean, also we have to find the mode. First, let us calculate the mode of this data. So I was talking about the modal class. Modal class is the particular interval which has the maximum frequency. See, observe this table. This is the maximum value of frequency 23, right? So the interval corresponding to this value, this thing 35 to 45, this will be our modal class. So what is our modal class? Modal class is 35 to 45, right? Now, for finding the mode, we have to apply this formula, and for applying this formula, we need all these values. We need L, we need F1, we need F0, we need F2, we need H, right? So, see, this is our modal class. L is the lower limit of the modal class. What is the lower limit of the modal class? 35. Next, F1. F1 is the frequency of the modal class. What is the frequency of this class interval? 23. Then F0 is the preceding frequency, that means the frequency just above this 23. So the frequency just above this is 21, and F2 is the succeeding frequency, that means frequency just below the mode class. So this is 14. Next we have H. H is the class size. See, class size 35 to 45. What is the gap here? The gap is of 10. So H equals to 10 here. Alright, now applying this formula, mode equals to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. This is our formula. Keeping all of these values here, L equals to what? 35 plus F1 minus F0. F1 minus F0, that is 23 minus 21. 2F1 means 46 minus F0 is 21 minus F2 is 14 into class sizes of 10. When we calculate this, we get 35 plus 2 upon, this is 46, this will be 35, 46 minus 35 will be 11 into 2. So this is 20 upon 11. When we calculate this, we will get the value 1.8 something, 1.81 around I suppose, plus 35 also. So this value comes out to be 36.81. 36.81 years. Now because obviously in our table, see, this was the age in years, therefore the final answer for mode, this also must have the same unit, years. So this is our mode for this frequency distribution. Also we need to find the mean. For finding the mean, we can use our method which we have been using. Okay, so this is X, this is Fi. Now next is to find out the mid value or the class mark. Mid value is denoted by Xi, right? Okay, the mid value between 5 to 15 will be 10. Then next will be 20. Then next will be 30, 40, 50 and 60. So these are our mid values. Among these we can consider this to be our assumed mean A. Okay, next we can, in the next step we find di, that is the deviation, and this is given by xi minus a. So 10 minus 30 minus 20, 20 minus 30 minus 10, 30 minus 30 is 0, 40 minus 30 is 10, then 20 and then 30. Let us use the step deviation method. So we also have to find out the value of ui. Ui we have what? These all values have to be divided by the class interval. Class interval is of 10. So di divided by h, this becomes minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. In the next step we will be multiplying fi and ui. See, fi, ui. So this is minus 12, 11 into minus 1, minus 11, 21 into 0 is 0, 23 into 1 will be 23, 14 into 2, 28, 5 into 3, 15. Now in the next step we have to find out summation fi ui and summation fi. The value of summation fi comes out to be 80 and the value of summation fi ui comes out to be 43. Okay, now for mean we apply the formula x bar equals to assumed mean plus summation FIUI upon summation FI into H. Assumed mean, we considered 30 to be our assumed mean. Summation FIUI is 43, summation FI is 80, and the class interval class size is of 10. So 43 divided by 8 must be 5.275, 5.275, around 5.375. This should be around 5.375. So when we add them, we get the value 38 years. This is our mean. So this is how we'll be solving questions related to them. Let's talk about question number 2. Question number 2, the table given to us is in this form. We have the lifetime in hours and frequency. See, lifetime is in hours. This is our X. Okay, this is frequency, so this is Fi. Right. The following data gives the information on the observed lifetimes in hours of 225 electrical components. So these are the lifetimes of the electrical components. That means 10 components have lifetime between 0 to 20 hours, 30 have between 20 to 40 hours, 52 have between 40 to 60 hours, and so on. Okay. Now we have to determine the modal lifetime of the components. That means we have to find the mode of this frequency distribution, right? So the first, identify the modal class. Modal class is that particular class which has the maximum frequency. See, 61 is the maximum value here. So this particular class interval 60 to 80 will be the modal class. So this is our modal class. What is the lower limit of this class? Lower limit is L and this is 60. What is the frequency corresponding to this? The frequency is 61. So F1 equals to 61. What is the preceding frequency? That means the frequency just above this is 52. What is the succeeding frequency? That is the frequency just below this is 38. Okay. Next step, what is the class size? Class size is, see, the gap is of 20, so class size is of 20. Okay, applying all of these values into our formula. What is the formula for mode? Mode equals to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. This is our formula. Keeping all of these values in this formula, we get 60 plus 61 minus 52 upon 2 into 61 gives us 122 minus 52 minus 38 into H. H is 20. On solving this, 60 plus 9 upon 122 minus 90 into 20. 60 plus 9 upon 32 into 20. So this comes out to be 60 plus 45 by 8. When we divide 45 by 8, we get the value around 5.625. So this gives us the value 65.625 hours. This is our modal lifetime. So this was question number 2. Next we will be doing question number 3. Next we have question number 3. In question number 3, the following data gives the distribution of the total monthly household expenditure of 200 families in a village. We have to find the modal monthly expenditure of the family, and also we have to find the mean monthly expenditure of the family. Since you already know how do we calculate the mean, so I hope you will be doing the calculation for mean by yourselves. See here we have to find the modal monthly expenditure. That means first of all we'll identify the modal class, and how do we do that? For that we'll look at the frequency. This is our frequency. See, the maximum value here is 40. The class interval corresponding to this is 1500 to 2000. So this will be our modal class. Looking at the modal class, see L equals to 1500, F1 equals to 40, F0 equals to 24, F2 equals to 33, and H is equals to 500, right? So for the calculation we apply the formula mod equals to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Okay, keeping all the values in this formula, 1500 plus F1 minus F0, that is 40 minus 24 upon 80 minus 24 minus 33 into 500. This comes out to be 1500 plus 16 upon 80 minus 57 into 500. 500 plus 16 upon 23 into 500. On performing all the calculations, we'll get this value approximately equivalent to 1847.83 rupees. 1847, that means rupees 1847.83 rupees is the modal monthly income, modal monthly expenditure, modal monthly expenditure. So this is our answer for the third question. Question number 4th, 5th, 6th are also similar only. Question number 4th. The following distribution gives the state-wise teacher-student ratio in higher secondary schools of India. Find the mode and the mean of the data. Interpret the two measures. Right? Okay. So, let's first write down this table. Question number 4. Here we have number of students per teacher, and here we have number of states or union territories. (15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, and 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50, 50 to 55 is the last value here. Alright, and the frequency, this is the frequency, right? Frequency is 389, 10300 and 2. So these are all our values. This is the class interval and this is the frequency. In order to find the mode of the data, first of all we have to identify what? We have to identify the class, modal class. Modal class is the particular class interval having the maximum frequency. See, this is our maximum frequency. So this will be our modal class. What is the lower limit here? 30. Therefore, the value of L is equals to 30. The value of F1 equals to 10. The value of F0 equals to 9. And the value of F2 equals to 3. And H is equals to, see, the gap here is of 5. So H equals to 5. Now, in order to find the mode, let's apply our formula. Mode equals to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. This gives us the value L equals to 30 plus 10 minus 9 upon 20 minus 9 minus 3 into 5. This is 30 plus 1 upon 9 and 3, 12. 20 minus 12 is 8 into 5. So this comes out to be 0.625. So 30.625, or we can round this and write 30.63 is will be our mode for this data. 30.63 will be the mode. So this will be our answer for the fourth question. Now moving on to the fifth question. Fifth question also we have to do it in the similar way only. So I hope fifth question you can try by yourself. In the fifth question, the table has been given to you. Runs code, the class interval, that will be the class interval column, and the number of batsmen will be the frequency column. So similarly, there also you can find out the modal class, you can find out all of these values L, F1, F0, F2, H, and then you can apply this formula and directly you will be getting the answer. Next we will be doing question number 6. Question number 6 is the last question of this exercise, and the table given here is number of cars, and here we have frequency. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80. The corresponding frequencies are 7, 14, 13, 12, 20, 11, 15 and 8. So this is our table. This is our table. We have to find the mode of this data. So again, similarly we'll do this question also. First of all, we observe the frequency table, frequency column. Here the maximum frequency is 20. So the class interval corresponding to this frequency will be the modal class. What is the lower limit of this class? 40. So the value of L will be 40 here. Again, see what is the frequency corresponding to this class? That will be my F1. So this is 20. The preceding frequency, that means the frequency just above this, will be F0. Will be F0, just above frequency is 12, and F2 will be the succeeding frequency, that means the frequency just below this will be 11. Okay, and then we have the class size here you can see the gap is of 10, so H equals to 10 here. Now for the calculation of mode, we apply the formula L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Okay, so keeping all the values in this formula, we get 40 plus 20 minus 12 upon 20 into 2 gives us 40 minus 12 minus 11 into 10 upon solving 40 plus 8 upon, this is 23, 17 into 10. We get this value as approx 4.7 something. So here see 44.7 cars will be our final answer. So this is it for this exercise. This was the method of calculating the mode of the grouped data. Okay. for finding the mode of the group data, we have to remember this formula. Mode equals to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Okay. What is L here? L is the lower limit of the modal class. What is modal class here? Modal class is the particular class interval with the maximum frequency. Alright. Then F1 is the frequency, that maximum frequency. F0 is the frequency just above this frequency. And F2 is the frequency just below this. The frequency just below this maximum frequency will be F2, and H is the class size. Class size we have, see what is the gap between the interval, that will be our class size. So this is how we will be calculating the mode of the group data. I hope this is very clear to you. Thank you. This is all for this video.